I'm Robert Kiyosaki. Most people know me as the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but we're here today to talk about how the cash flow game, which came before Rich Dad, Poor Dad, what its value is and some of the benefits that you might have from playing the game, but also from joining a cash flow club. But before we go into that, I'd like to introduce my partner, because this is my sweetheart, Kim.
I'm Kim Kiyosaki. Thank you for watching.
And she and I developed this game back in 1996, I think.
1996, and we developed it because in 1994, Robert and I retired. And we retired because of our investments. And everybody said, how did you do it? How did you do it? And instead of traveling all over the world and teaching people what we did, we decided to create a game so that people could teach each other.
And the reason I like games is because my rich dad taught me to be an investor playing the game of Monopoly. And when I was just 9 years old, I found the secret for great wealth at 9 was, and we all know the secret, if you've played Monopoly, it's 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. But the most important thing about my rich dad's style of education was that it was fun. I had a great time learning. And one of the reasons I didn't really care for school, which was my poor dad's domain, because he was the head of education. Very great guy, smart, PhD, great educator. But to me, school was painful and boring, and I got punished for making mistakes. So the reason I like games, which the cash flow game is a way of learning a very complex subject my rich dad taught me about money and why the rich are getting richer, but also how you can learn and have your dreams come true. So that's one of the reasons Kim and I got together after we retired. In '94, I was 47 years old, and Kim was just 37, and we're financially free. And we didn't really have jobs. We didn't have a retirement plan. We just were business people and investors. And that's how we got to be financially free. So that's really what the game was designed to teach you, is what my rich dad taught me, and Kim picked up, by being married to me. So the beauty of the cash flow game is people teaching people. And so, Kim and I have been married for over 20 years now. And I very simply taught her what my rich dad taught me. So if I can teach her, the game can teach everybody, right?
Right. It was back in 1988, and Robert came to me and he said, it's time you start learning about investing.
Because the stock market had crashed and it was a good time.
So I'm like, I don't even know what the word means. And so he began to teach me what his rich dad taught him about investing, and specifically real estate. And again, I'm somebody that knew absolutely nothing about this subject. And so long story short, I found a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in a city called Portland, Oregon. And it was $45,000. This is now 1989, so it was $45,000. I had to put $5,000 down, which I did not have. I was terrified. I was scared to death. What if I make a mistake? What if the tenant moves out? What if the roof leaks? What if I lose money? All the stuff. And I finally went through with that very first deal. And after collecting the rent, paying the mortgage, paying the expenses, I had a whopping $25 a month positive cash flow in my pocket, and I was on my way. But again, I'm somebody that knew nothing. Robert began to teach me what his rich dad taught him, and that's what we teach on the cash flow game. It's what his rich dad taught him. It's what we've done. It's not theory. It's everything that we have done in our own lives to become financially independent.
And fortunately or unfortunately, she took to it like a duck to water. Once she understood it, she really became a rich woman, because she has her own corporation, she invests. The market's going up, market's going down. It doesn't faze you because we have good fundamentals as investors. So that's why I'm really proud of her, is because we don't have a prenuptial agreement, but she doesn't really need one, because if we split apart, she has her own corporation, she has this, but that is the power of knowledge. See, the point here is this: there's 3 basic asset classes that make you rich. One is your own business, which she has. One is real estate, which she has. And there's paper assets, such as stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, which she has. But the thing is, it's not real estate, it's not businesses, it's not stocks that make you rich, it's knowledge. And when the markets are going up and down, it really doesn't faze you, does it?
It doesn't. And actually, as Robert said, when I started investing, the market was coming down. Everybody said, get out, you shouldn't be in the market, it's going down, this is the worst time. Actually, it's the best time.
Best time.
So oftentimes when the market's going up, everybody's jumping in, but they're already too late. So when the market comes down, that's when the opportunity is, if you know what you're doing, if you've got some financial education and you know where to look for those opportunities, how to find them, how to buy them, how to make money with them. So again, it is just about financial education. It's not the investment, it's the investor.
So it really is about financial education, your financial IQ. There's 3 asset classes: businesses, real estate, and paper assets. The Rich Dad Company sells investment education or financial education. We do not sell investments. And the reason I say that is sometimes people say, I recommend this stock or that bond or this piece of real estate. I do not do that. I just basically provide financial education so that you can make your own decisions. One of the most important things you can learn by joining the Cash Flow Club or playing the Cash Flow game is you'll know good investment advice from bad investment advice, good investments from bad investments, what's right for you, what's not right for you, because it's not one size fits all. So the purpose of financial education is really to give you the financial intelligence to figure out what's best for you and how you can make your dreams come true. That's really what it's about. We'd like to show you the game and explain what separates the Rich Dad Company's education from other financial education companies. So this here is the cash flow game. It began as an idea in our heads in 1994. And if you notice, there's actually 2 different tracks. This makes this game different. This is the first track, and this is the second track. The first track is known as the rat race, which so many people are trapped in, going round and round and round. This is what our schools train us to do: go to school, get a job, buy a house, get married, have kids, and they get stuck inside here. The second track really does exist. It's called the fast track. And the fast track is where the rich invest their money. Another thing about the fast track is it starts with your dreams. So a very important part of the Rich Dad Company and the cash flow games is to have your financial dreams come true.
So many people now, as they send in their testimonials of they're out of the rat race, or they're out of debt, or they've got portfolios, they credit playing this game regularly because it gets them into action.
Right. It doesn't tell you what to invest in. It opens your mind up to the whole possibilities. The reason the cash flow clubs are important is you get to play this as a curriculum. You play it 10 different times. But I can't make any guarantees, but I promise you this: you commit your life to playing this game 10 times with your cash flow club. I think by the time you're out of it, after the 10th lesson, you will see a different world. This is called the cash flow quadrant, and when I was just 9 years old, my rich dad showed me this. The E stands for employee, S stands for specialist, or smart person, or small business. B stands for big business, 500 employees or more, and I stands for an investor. So it was my poor dad always said to me, Robert, go to school, so get a job, a safe, secure job. My poor dad and my mom were programming me to be an employee, and that's where most people are at today. You go to school so you get a safe, secure job with benefits. Some people, if you're smart, you become a specialist like a doctor, a lawyer, or accountant, or a small business owner, Freddy's Pizza Parlor, that's it. So the Rich Dad Company, what makes us different is we train people to be business owners or entrepreneurs and investors.
This is for people that really want to take control of their life and have their dreams come true. That's what we're about. And again, if you're happy over here, nothing wrong with that. Stay there, be happy there. But for those of you who want to be on the B side, want to build your business, want to invest, come join us.
If you're going to be a B and an I, you must have this. This is the thing that separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls, This is the difference here. This is called a financial statement. This is what separates the cash flow game from the Monopoly game board. This here is an income statement, and this is a balance sheet. Income, expense, assets, and liabilities. If you're going to be an entrepreneur or a professional investor, this is a must. Is that correct?
It is, and this is actually the scorecard for the cash flow game. So everything that we did in real life, this is exactly how we think, this is how we operate. It's about getting your passive income greater than your expenses. This is how we did it, and it's crucial. If you don't know this, you're not going to make it.
And your job playing this game is to get the cash flowing in greater than the cash flowing out. So you learn budgeting, you learn accounting, you have fun, you learn some of the most complex parts of B's and I's, business owners and investors. So for those who want to be business owners or investors, this is also essential. It's called the B-I triangle, and it's the 8 parts that make up a business or a solid investment. And the reason so many businesses fail is that 9 out of 10 businesses fail in the first 5 years is because they may have 5 or 6 of the 8 pieces, but they don't have all 8 pieces.
So really what I've learned over the years in building businesses with Robert is that these 8 items are essential. If you're missing one, your business can lose money quickly, go out of business. But if you have all 8 in place operating well, you can have a great business. So thanks very much for watching. You know, one of the questions I'm asked all over the world is, how do I get started? Well, playing the cash flow game is a great way to start. Have fun, learn, make money, be successful. So I wish you great financial success.
And even if you're fairly sophisticated, you can always go to the next level. So one of the things I love about the game is games let you play it over and over and over again. And every time you play it, you'll learn something new. You'll learn another challenge. You play against different players. So no matter where you're at, you can always learn more. So the purpose of the cash flow game and the clubs is to surround yourself with people who are going in the same direction as you are, who also want to learn about money. They don't think money is the root of all evil. But again, the most important thing is this is your most important asset. This is more important than gold, stocks, bonds, real estate, businesses, because this is really your asset. So thank you for investing in your greatest asset.